Sue here, and hello. I'm smoking, this is a Lorenzo. It's an Elba, E-L-B-A, Elba. It's a beautiful pipe. It's really, really, really super rusticated, and even the inside of the bowl had been rusticated around the top. Just a big handful, but as you'll notice, the bowl actually is not a very large bowl. Love that pipe. I love all my pipes, though. I'm always saying, which pipe do you like the best? And it's always like, well, which one do I have in my hand? I do like all my pipes. This one has some, I don't, it's called, I think, Captain's Table. I don't know who makes it, and it's not one of my favorite blends, but it was in my pouch, and so I said, well, I'll just smoke what's in my pouch. And it was really dry. Not overly dry, but just dry enough that it was a good pack. So that's why I did it. You have to excuse me. I gotta light my bowl. I don't really light. I'm just not doing it today. I need to tamp that down. I was smoking one of my little Meerschaum line pipes. That asshole tamper fairy. I swear I have this tamper fairy that comes in and steals them. You know, the good fairies leave things, but this one keeps taking my damn tampers. I really don't have a lot to talk about other than, actually I do have a lot to talk about. So much is going on, and I just can't seem to keep up. And I'm trying, but it's just, I'll tell you, it's been one heck of a couple of weeks here. You know, Danny Shore had his surgery a week ago. And so I'm getting news, you know, I'm in contact with his sister, and we're getting, you know, things back and forth on that. And then, you know, I live in Kansas with Kevin. And Kevin went in Wednesday, and Thursday morning they removed his toe, and it had gotten infected, and the infection went to the bone, and so they had to go ahead and take the toe. So I got one guy I love that's got things getting cut up here, and then I got another guy I love who's getting things cut down there. Thank God I don't love anybody getting cut in the middle. That would be just, oh my, this has just been, like I say, it's just been kind of constant. And then I had taken and broken a couple of toes, which was no big deal, but I took and re-broke them. So that kind of was a little, and all this is going on all at the same time. And so it's been just, finally, I've been just snuffing my heck off. I mean, you know, I have probably blown out the back of my brain with so much snuff, because when you're in and out of hospitals and then you're just constantly busy and stuff, you get the nicotine where you can, man, and the caffeine too. While Kevin was at the hospital, but it was only a couple of days. I mean, they were quick. They told him at 11 o'clock Wednesday when he went to the doctor, you're going to go into the hospital. They did some MRIs and stuff. And then Tuesday morning, by the time I got done getting things done around here, packing a few pipes, sending them off, and getting up there, they were ready to go ahead and start the procedure to take his toe. And it was like, I didn't know that it was, you know, it just came out of the blue. I didn't know it was happening. Have I got lipstick smear right there? No? Okay. So, I have been playing Nurse Susie, but it's not been the fun kind of, I've been Nurse Sue, not Nurse Susie. Nurse Susie's, you know, a lot of fun, short skirts and stuff. But Nurse Sue is just, here's your ice packs. Here, let me look at that. And I've done enough hospicing and helping people and stuff that, you know, I'm pretty good at it, damn it. I'm getting tired of this. I want my friends to all be healthy, and so if I have to start making them be healthy, I will. Oh gosh, off focus. What were we talking about today anyway? One of my favorite bras. Imagine that. That was for you, Elwood. Um, what were we talking about? I don't think we were really talking about anything. I was talking about my pretty little Elba. I say it's a Lorenzo. It's a very neat little pipe. And I also have been smoking some BB. It used to be Baby's Bottom, but now they call it BB in some kind of numbers. And I was finishing up my tin of that because I'd opened that up. I think that's my third tin this year. Ooh, I've been smoking a lot of that. I usually don't do that that often with the same tins other than 965, which, there's just never enough 965. The way that light comes in those curtains makes it all red, doesn't it? So we're in the music room. Let's see what... I'm sorry, my mind went blank on me. Have you ever stopped to think and then forgot to start again? That's kind of where I'm at. I've been getting ready for the superhero and mom party. We have a Daddy and Me Sweetheart Tea, which I have chaired for now 6 years. And so last year we did the superhero and mom party the first weekend, Sunday of October. And it just sold out. And so this year we're doing it again. And the ticket sales just started out, and we're already facing a little bit of a problem because there's online sales, and you can come in and you can pay inside the community center. Well, we're already at oversold. It happened real quick. It went out in the brochure, and within 2 weeks, it sold out. But the computer where we're taking it at the front desk and the computer where they're going online and paying and stuff hasn't been talking to each other. They've just been kind of passing each other in the night because it's two different systems. And so they finally stopped taking, they cut it out. They kept taking them off. We took it offline and we took it off sale because we sold out. We'd only planned for a certain amount, and we already hit that number plus about 20 more. So, woohoo! You guys don't understand how important that is. It helps the dog park. That's where the proceeds go to, is for the dog park and stuff. So, and it's a lot of fun. I've put up bits and pieces of all of those parties sometimes as I do them, but I don't do very much of that. Especially, you'll see it on Facebook or anywhere, because children, you don't just throw people's children out there on the internet. So it's just little clips and stuff. It was so fun last year, so I can't wait this year. I've been building the cement wall out of cardboard boxes. I take and get the brick size, like stone size cardboard boxes, and then I paint them gray and white and everything to make them look like a cement wall. And then we build the wall, and then one of the activities that the kids get to do is they get to bust through that wall, and they get to take the bad person and go put them in jail. And we have a set of bars and stuff that they put them in. So what a great picture and video opportunity for the parents. And so last year we had just a wall, one small wall, and then we had a bigger wall. And there was so many standing in line waiting for it that this year we're going to have 5 or 6 walls. And part of the problem is with little boys, and these are all under 10-year-old, 12-year-old boys, they like to build the wall too. So sometimes they were getting in the way of the people crashing through the wall because they wanted to build the wall. So we're going to have plenty of walls for them to build. They get some kryptonite. If you take Jolly Ranchers and you put them in the oven for just a little while, you melt them. And then so I do that, and it's also called stained glass, but I take and break it in it's pieces of kryptonite. So all the kids will get a piece of kryptonite. And, oh gosh, they just get, you know how I am. You've seen my boxes. I can find all kinds of fun things. Imagine me with a superhero theme. Oh my God, I get so much fun out of that. And I shop all year round for it, so that's even better. Okay, so that's what's going on. Well, like I said, Danny's doing pretty good. The 18th. Okay, so if you want to hear about Danny, I'll tell you about Danny. He went in for that second surgery. They pulled whatever that was. They didn't know if it was a shadow or a tumor, and it was a tumor. They took that out, and he got a pretty big crescent going there now. And so they take the staples out the 18th, And when they take the staples out, at that time, he's already on the steroids, and they're backing off the steroids again, which I understand that they can't keep people on steroids forever, but when they start backing the steroids off, he starts having problems because of the brain swelling and stuff, and your body rejects things and accepts things and doesn't. But so there's going to be a little period of time here where he's really in good shape right now. So if you want to talk to him and email him, now's the best time to do it, because he can get back to you for a while. And then pretty soon it'll be back to, I'm sorry you guys, but it'll probably be talking through me to him. Or to, he does pretty good. His sister texts his emails for him. So the 18th, he'll get the stitches out. He'll go back onto the chemo. I think he said next week he goes back onto chemo. And then after he gets the metal staples out, they'll put him into that little magnetic electronic thing that it's a little cap that you wear that continues to put little electronic magnetic pulses out and stuff. But they got to take the staples out first, otherwise, they might fry part of him. And so that's what's going on with him. I say with Kevin had a bad toe. It had to come off. It was an emergency type of situation. He hasn't yet realized all the implications that this is going to be for him. But, I can't take the responsibility for everybody's bad judgment. And it wasn't bad judgment to get it off. It was, he, that doesn't matter. That's Kevin's business. Let's see, what else? Lori, Harriet. Harriet's doing a big giveaway. No, it's a raffle. And it's for Danny again. And so I already let him know, so he kind of is aware that it's going on, but he's not really aware of what's going on. It's kind of one of those things that, it's like, I don't think Harriet actually wanted him to know exactly what was going on or anything. So I kind of just said, that there were some things in the works for him, and for him to, he's such a proud man. And I told him, it's going to be another one of those situations where you just got to let your ego go. Sometimes people just want to be nice. And if people want to be nice, then let them be nice. He's been in the community for forever. I came in 2005. But I was not into the YTPC community. I was already in another... I've been on YouTube for a little while, but I didn't make a lot of videos. Actually, until I started with the YTPC, because the other videos I had been taking part in, and the other site that I was on was more of an instructional type of site. And so, anyway, Danny's niece did a video, and it was supposed to splice together a whole bunch of stuff. I think everybody saw the video of him eating ice cream real fast, and then they might have seen him at the gas station. He walks early in the morning. He doesn't sleep very well, especially when he's on the steroids. He doesn't sleep. When he comes off the steroids, he sleeps a lot. But when he's on the steroids, he has a really hard time sleeping. So, and that's kind of good because, I'm 2 hours different time frame. So when he's up and moving around at 4 o'clock in the morning, it's already 6 o'clock here. So it's not an unusual time for me to already be up, because I have to be at work at 5:30. So I'm already up. And so we talk a lot really early in the morning, so I get to hear the street crew where he works. But he was really sounding really good today. Everything seems to be going good. He just can't believe it's taken so long. And then, like Elaine reminds me, dude, it's only been a week. So then he's like, it's hard. Have you ever been really sick and you find out how you live your time in a different time zone? Those of you that have ever had any kind of morphine, in the hospital, you live your life in the 20 minutes segments of when you can push that button again for the pain. when you have a bunch of different things going on, your life gets really kind of confused because you do this and you do this and you do this. And it's all on a time schedule that you're not controlling. So, you just lose track of time. And life goes by fast enough. Don't be pushing it, is what I tell Danny. Just give it time. Things will work out. Hoping to go to, I'm going to head to California in a couple of months just to go down back that way. Since he came this way, I'm going to go that way and stay with him for however long I can. And then, let's see what, the pipe show is here in Kansas in the 22nd or something like that of this month. And I'm hoping I get Daniel and Megan that might come stay here. Daniel pipe restoring, and Megan does a lot. Anyway, I'm hoping that they come and come a few extra days. I want them to bring their little boy, but they said that the boy gets to stay with Grandma. And I'm like, I could be Grandma. But so that's what's going on in my life. I didn't want you guys to think I forgot you. I miss you all. I'm going to be back on. I'm going to be doing some reviews and stuff. It's just taking some time to get. God, my world is so busy. I can't wait for it to slow down. They said, you know what? When you retire, life will slow down. Don't you believe them. Do not believe them. And when they say things can't get any worse, I don't know who they are, but apparently they have not lived, long enough to know if things are not going to get worse or not, because things sometimes do get worse and you just deal with them. And I know there's that old saying, God doesn't give you more than you can handle and all that jazz. But, once again, I don't know who they are that keep saying that. Apparently they haven't had too much to handle, and some people get too much to handle. Gosh, this turned into a lecture again. You guys, I'm going to go. I have babysat Kevin all day today, and so one of my girlfriends is going to come by, and we're going to go to Tampico's and have some margaritas and some tacos. I don't know which I'm more excited about, the margaritas or the tacos. Margaritas. Happy, joy, I'm watching you. And I'll catch you again. Remember, I don't have no pipes to sell this yet. This video's no pipes to sell. For the next video, I got to start back up again. He's got a ton of, that reminds me, I am so confused on Savinelli's now. He's got a lot of them. And some of them are, I just can't get my head around the pricing on them, so I have to really do some research. I think I've been in my own little pipe world for so long that I'm missing things that are going on out there in the real world. So I better get in gear and see what's going on. I have a really beautiful Chris Hildenberg. I don't know if you've met him or not. He uses bones and stuff in antlers, I think. Antlers in his pipe, and I've got one of those. That's one of Danny's for sale. I've got the little gold dot Savinelli. I've got some other pipes that I just need to get onto there to get them sold. It's just been, like I say, life has just been so busy. I haven't been able to slow down and take time to do that again. I will. I promise. I will. Probably this weekend. Do you believe me? Happy, joy. I'm watching you.